For the issues that the developing nations are facing nowadays, those are related to primary education, health facilities, about the environment, pollution, about the food and employment. In the developing nations, we are experiencing a shortage of food, like in Africa, a shortage of drinking water. I have seen in some parts of the developed and least developed countries where people even drink the water from on the street that is flowing in the street. That's a dirty water, and they drink it because it is water. And the food they eat, sometimes I have personally seen, and you might have seen in the documentary, that in Africa and in some parts of Asia, people are drinking and eating the food and water that is on the street, that is not hygienic. So you might have seen there's a movie Slumdog Millionaire, and that they have shown about child labor in India, where the kids are eating from the garbage. They're picking the things from the trash, as long as they're food, or they're some remaining food if other people have thrown. I have seen here in US and in Europe, we, the Americans or the Canadians or the British or the French people living here in developed nations, whatever fruit or the the heroes or the bakery products that we just throw, and if we sum up all that food, all that bakery products or the fruits or the remaining stuff that we don't eat, and if we send this to the developing nations, they will love it. They will love to eat it. I'm not saying it we are going to do it, but this is like the food we eat and we just throw and we say, okay, it's expired. Think of those nations, those people who like to even eat or drink that food or the water. We have all kinds of vitamin waters, food juices, and Powerade and Gatorade and vitamin aqua water, Dasani water, and all that. Snapple and all those branded juices, and the food in the bakery. We eat pizzas, and the people living in those developing nations, in those developing countries, particularly in Africa and Asia, they don't even have food at all. So we have to look into the issues that globally we have, and that's the party agenda, to convince the people in the developed nations, the general public, to focus on these issues. And I'm happy that the people living in developed nations, are more concerned. They are more they care about it. That what their fellow nations, the people in the least or developing countries, what they are eating, what kind of food or water they have, what kind of health facilities they have. And I have seen so many, even not non-government organizations, they are looking for that. And I'm thankful to United States Aid for International Development, USAID, and the United Kingdom's International Development Agencies, and the CEDA, the Canadian International Development Agency, Australian and the French, that they are listening to the requests or the applications we are sending them, and we are pointing out on different issues related to poverty and education and health, and they are helping the nations, and that's a good thing they are doing.